From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, August 16th, 2014. Silver is trading at $19.57 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,305 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $505. Antiwar.com reports images of camouflaged U.S. police wielding military-grade equipment and armored vehicles cracking down on public protest on the streets of Ferguson, Missouri, have become an enduring image in the minds of Americans and have finally brought attention to years of militarization of U.S. civilian police forces. Growing concern has finally caught the notice of the Senate Armed Services Committee, and the chairman, Senator Carl Levin from Michigan, says that the Pentagon's policy of arming police will be reviewed before the next military spending bill is passed. Levin says Congress established this program out of real concern that local law enforcement agencies were literally outgunned by drug criminals, referring to the 1033 program. Drug war hysteria was the nominal pretext for the 1033, the Department of Defense Excess Property Program, which was passed in 1993 to provide surplus Pentagon equipment to law enforcement across the country. Under the law, the weapons are only supposed to be used for counter-drug investigations and activities, though for years the Pentagon has been giving tanks, armored vehicles, grenade launchers, and everything else to small-town American police, which have turned themselves into miniaturized militaries. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They now take Bitcoin for purchasing precious metals so you can turn your profits into a long-term investment. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing. 800-874-9760. CBS Miami reports proposed special elections in the 7 congressional districts in Florida redrawn by the legislature earlier this week would have to wait until at least spring of next year, according to the Secretary of State's office in a court filing on Friday. The special elections could not take place until after the regular November vote was certified and some other post-election reports were finished, a process that will last until December, according to the filing. Accounting for all the things that would have to be done to prepare for the special elections, Secretary of State Ken Detzner said that the earliest possible Tuesday for a primary election would be March 17th. A general election could then be held May 26th. But voting rights organizations and voters who sued to overturn the original plan for the congressional districts, which were approved in 2012, say it's not fair to hold elections based on unconstitutional districts. The judge is expected to hold a hearing on Wednesday on the new map and the possibility of a special election. Meanwhile, the legislature filed a brief Friday describing the new map to the judge and defending it from the anticipated challenge by plaintiffs in the redistricting lawsuit. The attorney for the state legislature wrote, "No member, Democrat or Republican, introduced a plan in the special session that did not in some fashion unite minority communities in Jacksonville and Orlando with strong support from both sides of the aisle. A Jacksonville to Orlando district does not reflect a partisan gerrymander." Hi, I'm Daryl W. Perry, and I need your help to take Peace, Love, Liberty Radio on the road. During the 104-day trip, I'll be visiting at least 10 cities across the country, speaking to people about the ideas of peace, love, and liberty, while simultaneously continuing to create daily liberty media. To find out more about the tour or to donate, visit GoFundMe.com/FPPCC. That's GoFundMe.com/FPPCC. Antiwar.com reports a new statement from Yemen-based al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula called on its allies and supporters to attack targets belonging to the United States and its allies. The statement declared, "Go after America as part of a plan for jihad militarily, economically, and through the media," saying the attacks would be retaliation for the ongoing air war in Iraq. While many al-Qaeda factions have been hostile towards ISIS, al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula has expressed support for them, leading to growing U.S. fear that the two factions, both being targeted by U.S. forces, could collaborate. Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, of course, was already trying to target the U.S. because of the ongoing U.S. drone war against them. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.